look, if you're outside the ballpark, you're going to see our crew. Feel free to have a question for either of the guys, for both of the guys. And this was the question from this week outside of the Rogers Center in Toronto.
Josh Donaldson, haven't seen a guy like that in a while. You know what I mean? He just brought that energy, and you knew he was going to hit one out. So I would ask him, can you inspire our team right now? Because that's the type of thing I'd like to see from a guy like Vladdy.
So, JD, people still remember the swag, the attitude that at any time you could just bring it and hit it out of the park. What would you kind of suggest to Vlad right now?
Well, I mean, a thing for me, what I had to learn to do is, because I was always a high energy guy, is that I had to learn how to control that and use that into my favor. Like when I got excited, I could literally feel like the blood just flowing through my body. And it was just like, once I learned what that was like, of like when I started getting adrenaline pumps, when I was younger, I would swing harder. Right. And it wasn't going to be as beneficial. When I matured as a hitter and I felt that, especially like we start talking about going into the ninth inning and, game on the line, and I would immediately start getting this boost of adrenaline. I changed my mindset. I said, all I have to do is touch it. Just touch the barrel. And then once I figured that out, once I figured out how to just move it 60, 70%, and then to let the adrenaline do the rest of it, that's when I really took off, especially in big time moments. And so the energy was always there, but I had to learn how to harness that. What I would say to Vlad, from what I see for him, it's not a matter of energy or whatnot. I think he would be one guy that I'd say, try to hit a homer. Just because he just gets so much on top of it a little bit. And I don't want to say try to hit a homer as far as he needs to try to swing harder. Right? I don't think he needs to try to swing harder. I think he needs to just start envisioning let's look up to the second deck. Let's look up to the what's the center field?
No, the flight deck. The
flight deck. Let's start looking at the flight deck, because I know he likes to stay to the big part of the field. Let's start looking at the flight deck and start envisioning, visualizing balls going that way. That's what I would say to Vlad, because I just think he just hits the ball too low too often. And he has plenty of pop. He has plenty of bat speed. He has the pitch recognition. I just think there's times when he needs to start taking a little bit more visual chances of looking at and trying to hit the ball a little bit more in the upper deck areas. And then that'll kind of flatten him out to start getting the ball in the air.
Love it. That's some great insight. We appreciate the question. Our fan first crew is going to be outside the ballpark all season. If you find them, ask questions for Donaldson, for Russ, and we'll share them on the show.
Do.
Guys, you're Toronto bound in just a few days. Joe Carter Classic coming up. Tell us about how you got involved and what you're expecting this weekend from a dude who's getting a statue unveiled of himself a little later this summer.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time I've done the event. He does a great job. Joe Carter is an amazing human being. So anytime that you can help Joe out, it's if it lines up, it's obviously a must do. And a Toronto Blue Jay legend, obviously. So it's always good to get back in the environment with those guys. And Joe is a legend. He's a Toronto Blue Jay legend, and he'll always go down as that. And he's a great human being. So we just always enjoy helping Joe out.
I like going back to the Joe Carter Classic just to hear him tell the story of the World Series and the homer. Yeah. I never get tired of hearing it. And they'll show video footage of it. And for me, it brings back memories because I was a fan, as a kid watching. So I look forward to that. I think Kevin Pillar is going to be there too this year, which it'll be fun to see
hell yeah.
Superman. Yeah, in the flesh.
Yeah.
KP.
He's been moving into the media world, doing a bunch of analyst work and studio work and podcast work. So it'll be good to have the band back together. Fellas, this has been great. Lots of laughs, great stories. Wiffle ball, tequila, hot sauce, slap.
You got to make sure it slaps the outside of the leg.
The recipe.
All those things combined, and you're getting it done for sure.
that makes it the Get It Done League. For Russell Martin, Josh Donaldson, Arash Madani saying we'll see you next time. This has been a great show. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Get It Done League.